Well, hey there. Guess what this is? Yep, it's the Stuffed Movie Watching Vlogs. I know. I'm late once again. Once again, I'm late. It's almost November, and I have to tell you about the movies that I saw in August and September, and very shortly, I have to tell you about what I saw in October. But since I do have a long list of movies to get to, I'm just going to get right into it. And August was a pretty hectic month. I watched a lot of freaking movies. So let's get right to it. First movie I saw in August. And yeah, oddly enough, I saw a lot of stuff that I actually own. That's the most impressive thing. First movie I saw in August was Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. Now, one thing you have to understand, I've had this movie for, I don't know, over 5 years, and it was never opened. Finally, I was just like, you know what? I want to see something adventurous, something cheesy, something from my, I guess you could say, childhood. This movie was, it came out when I was 10. But yeah, I opened this sucker up. I actually watched it with my nieces. They had never seen it. And we all had a good time with it. I still very much enjoy this movie. Robin Hood, yeah. An American Robin Hood. But hey, Morgan Freeman is awesome in this movie. Alan Rickman, dude. Loxley! I'm gonna cut your heart out with a spoon! Why a spoon, cousin? Because it's dull, you twit, it'll hurt ma. Oh man, hey, I like this movie though. It's a kind of hard to call it a classic, but it's a fun, enjoyable film. Alright, the next movie I saw, oh, and by the way, I saw the extended cut. This is the extended cut. Even though I haven't seen this in like years, I was able to identify what was extended, and it's kind of weird, to be honest, but whatever. The second movie I saw was just very weird because it's just so random. It's Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest. Now, I didn't watch the first film, and I didn't watch, the next two films after this. No, I just watched this. Now, the reason for it is because my niece, she wanted to see it for some specific reason. There was just like a scene or a line or something that she wanted to see. She put it on the big screen and she was watching it, and you know what? Once it started, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna sit down and watch it. So I did. I like this. I had fun watching this, even though I didn't want to see the other films. I watched those some other time, but it's kind of weird that we watched this and not the other films. This is like one of those films that leads up to the sequel, and it picks up where the last one left off. So to watch it as a standalone film, it's kind of odd. But you know what? Either way, it's still a fun movie. I like this series. I don't really care what people think. The next movie I saw, I'm ashamed that I don't own this, but I saw the movie Lucas from 1986. That movie, if you don't remember, it's a coming-of-age drama. It's with a lot of, young stars when they were young, like Charlie Sheen, the one chick from the Goonies, she kind of stopped acting, which is kind of sad, and a very young, drug-free Corey Haim. That's it's like one of his first films, and yet that's one of his best films. He was talented in that movie. And if you don't remember, he's this little nerd who's always picked on. But Charlie Sheen, who's a jock, he kind of looks out for him. And he falls in love with the Goonies chick. He gets a crush on her, but things kind of go wrong because, she actually hooks up with Charlie Sheen. And anyway, it's just a classic 80s cheese fest. It's actually a good movie for the first hour, but then in the second hour it gets really cheesy because he's just this little short shrimp who goes out and joins the football team. It's very unbelievable, but it's a great film. In fact, the reason why I saw it was because I did a review for Reader Film. We did a coming of age project, and I picked that one. So go to Reader Film and check that out if you want. It's you know, if you want. Alright, the next movie I saw is called Erased. It came out, well, it's a 2012 film, but it came out in America in 2013. It's, I don't remember what the hell that's about. It's with Aaron Eckhart. He and his daughter, they're on the run for some reason, because their identities have been erased, hence the title. And, it's just like this espionage type of shit. It's really, it's not that good. It wasn't that interesting. If you want to look it up, check it out. It's just a very standard thriller. Nothing memorable about it. Nothing great, but whatever. Next movie I saw is a movie that I hate. I hated this movie. It's one of the worst movies I've seen this year, and it's an indie film. Indie films aren't supposed to be so bad, but yet this movie called The Lifeguard sucks ass. It actually inspired me to write a written review of it. I actually wrote a written review for it for Reader Film. I really just do not like this movie. It's with Kristen Bell, who I think is so adorable and talented. And she plays a 29-year-old, almost 30-year-old chick who just cannot figure out her life. She leaves her promising life in New York and goes back home to, I think it's Cincinnati, I don't remember, just to kind of pick up where she left off there. She moves in with her parents, and then she actually becomes a lifeguard for the local pool. Just an awful fucking movie. It's so boring, very depressing. There's not... It seems like everyone is in despair in that film, and yet all you gotta do is just educate themselves, get their asses up, it's a useless movie. And to top it off, she hooks up with a 16-year-old boy, and it's a worthless piece of shit movie. Alright, next movie I saw, in fact, I saw it because I was gonna see Elysium, so I wanted to see District 9, and that's what I did. I watched District 9. I'm still so pissed off that I don't have the slipcover to this. I really wish I had the slipcover to this Blu-ray. Fucking A, man. This movie it never lets me down. It never gets old. It's impressive every time I see it. I don't have to really go into it. I mean, if you've seen it, you know this is such an awesome movie. Now, as far as Elysium, which I saw the next day, I really enjoyed it. Beautiful looking film, great visuals, interesting concept. Though it's not fully utilized, the storytelling is not fully utilized, and there's a few things that they definitely could have done better. I really did enjoy it. I enjoyed Matt Damon's performance. I liked the action sequences of it. Shelto Copley, the guy that stars in District 9, he plays the villain, and he's terrific. I really liked Elysium. I definitely was entertained by it. I liked it a lot. Okay. The next movie I saw, this actually took me like 3 days to watch it. It's only 80 minutes long, but it took me 3 days. I couldn't really get into it, but I finally finished it. It's called Wizards. It's from 1977. It's a Ralph Bakshi film, the guy that, did Fritz the Cat and the animated version of Lord of the Rings. Just a bizarre film. I like the concept. It's in the future. Bombs have gone off, and it's taken like 1,000 years for life to kind of move forward. The only real characters that are alive are mystical characters like wizards, fairies, trolls. You got this one guy that actually rules his kingdom with the teachings of Hitler, which is weird. But the animation is, it's in the 70s, it's very crude. But, it's okay. It's an interesting thing to look at, but I just could not get into it. It wasn't for me. It's violent, but I don't know. I just didn't really care for it. Okay, next movie I saw with Movie Man Chad. We went to the premiere. We went to go see Lee Daniels' The Butler. Let me tell you something. And if you want to go check it out, I did write a review for Real Film for that one. I liked the film. I liked it. It was entertaining, and it was a good film. But I have a lot of negatives towards it, towards that movie. There's a lot of actors that didn't need to be in there. There's I wasn't really invested in it. I wasn't emotionally invested in the film. The performances are good. Don't get me wrong. What's his name? Forrest Whitaker. You ever see "Don't Be a Menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood"? I can't forget about that line that Bernie Mac says. I hate the back of Forrest Whitaker's neck. Just, you know what? He did great. Oprah was actually very good. The movie is Oscar bait. It's gonna really campaign for Oscars. That it's like a movie that begs for Oscars, and I don't think it deserves it. It's just not that. It's not good enough. You know, it's a good film. It's just not good enough. It really is like a movie of the week. You know, but it is a good movie. Don't get me wrong. I do like it. Next movie I saw with my youngest niece. We had Time to Kill, and we've had this on Blu-ray for a long time. It was time to finally check it out, see how it looked, and that's Cinderella. Cinderella. Hey, look, you know what? I mean, you know, I love Disney animation, and this is definitely one of the more girly ones, but still a really cool movie. It's funny. I like Lucifer the cat. He's an asshole, but, you know, I kind of like him. The Blu-ray, by the way, is amazing. I mean, it really makes this film look amazing. And it also has this animated short, Tangled Ever After, which is really funny. But yeah, Cinderella, man, it's a cool movie. Definitely more for, you know. Well, my niece, this is her favorite character. She loves Cinderella, so she definitely can identify with it. Me, I sometimes feel like Cinderella. You know, I'm always cooking and cleaning in this house, and all I want to do is just go to a ball and have a good dance and meet. Definitely not like Prince Charming, but, you know, meet just some hot girl who wants to party. This is getting weird. Okay, next movie I saw was Bullet to the Head. Finally saw that. Sylvester Stallone as a hitman who has to work with is he a cop or FBI agent? I don't know. The guy from the Fast and Furious films, Han. I really thought I was gonna like this movie. You know, it's kind of like us to roll back to '80s action, you know, street films. But the thing is, it's boring. It's boring. It's painfully edited. It's not very interesting. The action isn't very good. I like Stallone. Stallone was cool. He has some cool one-liners, but I don't know, man. It was a lousy movie, and it's directed by Walter Hill. Walter Hill is a hell of a director, but this movie is just something that it just seems like everybody just slapped it together, put it out, and if it succeeded, cool. If not, who gives a shit? Anyway, I didn't really care for it. Next movie I saw it the same day. Wow. I saw a movie called Welcome to the Punch. If you don't know what that is, it's a British movie. It's with James McAvoy, Mark Strong. It's kind of like a cop movie. It's a cop movie, gangster movie, and also like a political movie. I don't know. To be quite honest, I don't remember what the story was. All I remember is I did like the style of the movie. I like the performances. It's a standard action movie, but it had some interesting, you know, elements to it. I just can't really tell you what they are because I can barely remember the movie. So all I know is that I liked it. Okay, I saw I finally saw Jack the Giant Slayer. That's a movie I've been postponing for a long time. I just really had very little interest in it, even though I like Bryan Singer as a director. Um, I just didn't really care for the movie. I thought it was okay. I like the fight the battle at the end is kind of cool. The effects are really good. I'll give the effects some credit, but overall, it just wasn't very interesting. The guy that plays Jack, who's also in Warm Bodies, I just didn't find him very appealing in this movie. I didn't think it was very interesting. The girl wasn't very interesting. It just whatever. I'm glad I didn't see it in theaters. I would have been very upset, but I did see this in theaters. Kick-Ass 2. Yep, saw Kick-Ass 2. What can I say, man? I looked forward to it. I was excited for it, and it disappointed me. Now, I did like it. In fact, I did do a review for it, but I did like the movie. I was entertained by the movie. There's a lot of little things I did like, but there's a lot of things that I did not like. It was just a lot of juvenile humor, you know? Yeah, if you want to know more, check out my review. I can't really think of anything extra to add to it other than, yeah, I was disappointed. I thought it was okay. I would buy it for like $5, you know? I did buy this for about $7. And that's, where the hell are you? Where are you? Get to the chopper. Get to the chopper. Where the hell is it? Yes. Yeah. Get to the chopper, you one ugly motherfucker. Predator, man. How can you? I mean, Predator's a freaking classic. To be honest with you, I didn't fully appreciate this movie till like 10 years ago. I've always loved it, but this is one of those movies that when it first came out, it was cool. It was good. It was a hit. People liked it, but I think people appreciate it now. People like myself appreciate it more now because of the practical effects that are in there, of the style of it. I mean, you don't get any movies like this ever. They don't make them like this no more. And it's not even like it was made that long ago. I mean, yeah, it's like 20-some years ago, but still. By the way, this Blu-ray, this Ultimate Hunter edition, it's a very controversial release because they did a lot of DNR, where they take away all the grain and the film blitz and all that shit, and they clean it up. And they really did. They cleaned this movie up to the point where people don't like it because it looks like a brand new movie, and it's not meant to look like a brand new movie. I honestly kind of like this transfer. Now, there are times it looks way too glossy, but it's a good looking Blu-ray. Even if it doesn't necessarily fit the film, it's good looking, but the sound is incredible. I love the sound. I haven't looked at the features yet, but anyway, Predator, it's hard to call it a masterpiece, but I guess as far as action goes, yeah, it's a masterpiece. It's got Arnold in his prime, man. It's got the most memorable lines. Alright, we gotta speed this up. The same thing. This doesn't make any sense because Predator is the super macho action movie, no holds bars, kill 'em all type of movie. And the next movie I watch, the same day, is more of an anti-war movie, even though it's an action movie. Three Kings. Does anybody remember this movie? I hope they do, because this is a very underrated movie. David O. Russell, he's known as this really great director. Nobody ever talks about this movie anymore. This came out in 1999. I loved it. I just loved it. I loved the cast. I loved Mark Wahlberg, Ice Cube, my idol, George Clooney. They all work so great together. I wish they would make another movie together. In fact, Sky Jones is in this movie. Nobody ever talks about him. And it's just a really, it's funny, it's dramatic, it's got some good messages. This is a great film. I think it's very underrated, and it felt good to rewatch it. Now here's a movie I am guilty of not watching enough. In fact, I haven't seen it since I was a kid, and rewatching it now, shit, man. I need to be watching this a whole lot more. It literally is a comedy classic. I think you all would agree. The Blues Brothers, the original. John Belushi, Dan Aykroyd. Awesome music. Great, ridiculous comedy. What's funny is there's a lot of comedy in this movie that I don't think would work if in a new movie. It would not work. There's some, I'm usually the kind of guy I hate stupid stuff in comedy, stuff that really could never, has no chance in hell of happening, but yet this movie has all of that, and I love it. You got, cops chasing after them, running through, crashing into a shopping mall, driving through a shopping mall. It's the most ridiculous thing you've ever seen, but yet it works, and the stunt work in this movie is terrific. I need to watch this more often. I watched the extended cut, but since I haven't seen it in so long, I really couldn't, I don't know what was extended, what wasn't. I thought about watching the theatrical cut, but the extended cut is remastered. I needed, the remaster. I just such an awesome movie. Shame on me for not watching it more often. This is one of the best comedies ever made. Next movie I watched. this is gonna be funny. Look at that. It's an HD DVD of Constantine. Yeah, it's all messed up too. Hey, my HD DVD player for my Xbox still works, so, and it looks good, it sounds good, of course I'm gonna use it. Now, Constantine is a movie I've always liked, I've always enjoyed it. It's very cheesy and doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but I like this movie. I love Keanu Reeves in this role. Rachel Weisz. In this movie, this is something hard about her, man. This is something really hard about her. She's fucking beautiful anyway. But I like this movie. It's, it definitely, it's not aging well. And I think in another 10 years, this is going to be looked at as a very bad movie. But he shoots a gun shaped like a cross. That's awesome. But I like this movie. I do. Tilda Swinton plays the angel Gabriel. You got a woman that plays a male angel. Yeah. Oh yeah, Shia LaBeouf's in it. He's like whatever. I like Constantine. I like it. Okay, now the next the next batch of movies in between some other movies that I saw it was David Fincher's birthday. His birthday is August 28th, and I wanted to, kind of show my respects by watching all his movies, because he's one of my favorite directors. And to be quite honest, I was going to do a video where I did like a countdown and rank all of his movies. I never did it, but, and I'm not going to. There's no time. It's irrelevant. So, first movie obviously is Alien 3. Now, I have it, but it's like, it's in a box set. I don't want to go grab it. But, Alien 3, obviously, a lot of people hate it, and some people like it. I like it. I don't think it's a great follow-up to Aliens, but it's got a lot of moments that I like. It's got a lot of suspense. I like the fact that, there's no weapons. And I hated that fact in the beginning, like when I first saw it. It's like, how do you have this awesome sci-fi movie called Aliens filled with guns galore, and then the sequel doesn't have any guns? But watching it now, it's kind of cool. It adds a lot of suspense and intensity. Charles Dutton is in the movie. I like Charles Dutton. And anybody remember his show called Rock? It was good. But look, I like Alien 3. It's definitely Fincher's weakest film. But like later, though, you know, it's his first film. Alright, after that, I watched We're the Millers. Now, this was a surprise comedy hit. People like it, and those who don't like it aren't really that harsh on it. I, for one, hated it. I really did. I could not really stand watching it. I was bored. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I didn't find it funny. I didn't find it amusing. I did a rant review on it, so if you want to check that out, I'm not a fan of that movie. Next movie was David Fincher's Seven. Now I'm gonna say it right now, since I'm not gonna do a video. This will be my number one favorite David Fincher movie. I know everybody says Fight Club, and I love Fight Club, but to me, I love the story. I love the interaction between Morgan Freeman and Brad Pitt. I love the darkness of it. What's in the box? I love that part. I love everything about this movie. The style, the lighting. In fact, what's really cool is this is a hell of a Blu-ray. I think David Fincher actually went back and had them change the lighting to fit the tone of the movie. But I love this film so freaking much. When a mystery can have you on the edge of your seat, even though you've already seen the movie, you know what happens. Dude, that's a classic right there. And of course, I'm assuming everyone has seen this movie by now. All I'm gonna say is Kevin Spacey, man. Kevin fucking Spacey. Well, actually, no, hold on. Next I saw was The Game, which is another David Fincher film, one that a lot of people forget about, with Michael Douglas. It's where he's caught up in this cat and mouse game with people. He doesn't know what the hell's going on. People are dying around him and whatever. I had to rent that one. I don't have that one. I need to get that one. Not my favorite. I think it's really good. It's smart. Though sometimes it's kind of like, really? That doesn't make sense. But, you know, cool movie. Yeah, David Fincher doing what he does. It's good. I'm getting tired. How much time do I have? Shit, I am running out of time. I got shit to do. Alright, let's see. Let's speed this up. Next, of course, is Fight Club. My second favorite David Fincher movie. You know, and look, I would love to talk about this awesome, glorious classic all day, but like I said, we gotta move on. You already know, most of you already know about the greatness of this film, so I'll just skip it. Next movie, I think I watched it on the same day as Fight Club, but yeah, David Fincher's Panic Room, which I really enjoy this movie. I think it's a really suspenseful thriller. It's very exciting. Jodie Foster, man, she is good looking in this movie. This, if you've never seen it, it's like it's a 3-disc special edition, really cool packaging, and 3 discs of bonus features. What the hell did they? It's a good movie, but I've never seen any of these features. I only got it because it was like $5 a long time ago. These features, man, it's like, really, for this movie? I don't know. Anyway, good David Fincher film. Then I saw Zodiac. I had never seen Zodiac. I was lucky enough to see it on Netflix. And it's a good freaking movie. Oh my god, it's a good drama. It does get... Yes, thank you, Plane. It does get really, like, a bit tedious towards the end because it's really long. It's so long. But it's a great film with some great performances. what the hell's his name? Jake Gyllenhaal does a great job. Mark Ruffalo is great, and of course Robert Downey Jr. is great. It's a very interesting thriller. Then continuing on with the Fincher series, Curious Case of Benjamin Button. I love this movie. This will probably be my number 3, my third favorite Fincher film, because I love this movie. I know some people compare it to Forrest Gump and all that shit, but Brad Pitt is terrific in this movie. Kate Blanchett is great. I love the storytelling of this film. I love just everything about it, man. It's definitely this is a tearjerker for me. It definitely, you know, drip. It's so good. Okay. I saw Cloud Atlas. Now, Cloud Atlas, that's one of those love it or hate it movies, man. Most people, you know, it seems like most of my friends online love it or like it. I couldn't stand it. I'm sitting there, again, I'm gonna be straight up. I did not understand a fucking thing that movie was trying to tell me. That movie, you know, the visuals were terrific, of course. But, oh god, the movie, it made me sick, man. There came a point where I just tuned it out. Don't hate me, okay? I'm not a fan. I saw The Social Network, David Fincher, yay! Flicky, yeah! Wow! Well, there's nothing there. Whatever. Social Network, we already know it's a great movie. I love it, but I think it's slightly overrated. Not really. No, it's not overrated. All I'm saying is that people hate the fact that King's Speech won Best Picture and not this. I like the King's Speech just a little more. King's Speech has nice characters. This movie has a bunch of assholes. Of course, they're great at being assholes, but yeah. I mean, look, I love this movie a lot. How can you not? I just wish it was rated R, and it could have really, you know, went far with the bad language. But anyway, I am making a mess. Okay. When was this? This was August 30th. You have no idea how hot it was here. Well, maybe you do if you're in the LA area. Maybe you do. It was so blistering hot in the evening when the sun went down that I needed to watch something that was filled with snow and cold weather and would make me, well, at least I would try to cool off, and that's Fargo. Best movie to watch when you're hot as hell. Even though at the time it didn't do nothing for me because I was too hot. Fargo, of course, Coen Brothers, you know, classic. Peter what the hell's his name? Peter Stormare. I love Steve Buscemi and Peter Stormare. I can't say his fucking name. They're great, and look, Fargo's another one of those movies we already know is great, and cool thing is, my niece saw it for the first time and she really liked it, so. God damn, I still, fuck. I should probably split this video up into 2. Or I can go faster. Okay, I saw the Canyons. Not the Canyons. I saw Lindsay Lohan's Canyons. The Canyons. The stupid lame ass movie with Lindsay Lohan and porn star James Dean. Very dull movie. I didn't think it was that bad, but it's not that interesting. Yeah, you know, Lindsay Lohan, she's naked, so definitely a reason to watch that if you need to see her naked. I don't really have much to say about that movie. It just wasn't that great. And then ending the David Fincher series, Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. Now, you know what's weird? I do like this movie a lot. I love the cinematography and everything about it, but yet I wasn't as enthusiastic with it as the first time I saw it. So I'm definitely gonna have to watch this again. Not anytime soon because it's long as a motherfucker, but it's a great film. I do think it's overrated, but it's, I don't know. I don't know. So then the David Fincher series ended, and plus I did start watching House of Cards, which I saw the ones that he directed, the episodes he directed. Last movie I saw was in August was Identity Thieves. Identity Thieves. I don't know. It was okay. It did have some funny moments, but it also had a lot of crap to it. Yeah, I don't know. I like Jason Bateman. I like Melissa McCarthy, but that movie just wasn't that great. It was okay. It was okay. Alright, so now we move on to August. There's not August. Now we move on to September, and this was not a very big month for my movie watching. I actually worked a lot in August, and I had a lot of things to do, and I watched a lot of TV shows. Of course, Breaking Bad. I was on the edge of my seat for that one. But yeah, I got a few movies to talk about. Let's do this real quick. First movie I saw in September, very underrated movie, Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist. This doesn't. Excuse me. This is an adorable freaking movie. I love this movie. I love the music. I love the chemistry with Michael Cera and Kat Dennings. Oh my gosh, she's so fine. Kat Dennings. I want to hug her. You know, I'm sure many people think sexual thoughts of her. I just want to hug her and just, watch a movie with her and just cuddle. I would just be fine just cuddling her. She's so cuddleable. Cuddle. Never mind. Great freaking movie. Very funny. Very sweet. Yeah, Nick and Nora, Infinite Playlist. Yay! I saw The Call. I finally saw The Call with Halle Berry. And, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. But it wasn't that good either. That fucking ending is so stupid. It comes out of nowhere. But, interesting enough to watch. It was entertaining. Good way to pass the time, I guess. One time watch only. I'll never see it again. But it was alright. So I saw The Iceman. Now the interesting thing about The Iceman, you know what I'm talking about, is with Michael Shannon. It's based on a true story. He's playing what was his name? A hitman from the 70s and 80s. This guy was. You call him up, he'll whack anybody. He didn't give a shit. And interesting enough, I saw the documentaries about the real life guy and the interviews. All the documentaries that appear on HBO, I watched those first, and then I watched The Iceman. And I gotta say, I really enjoyed the film. I think I enjoyed it even more after seeing those documentaries. It was nice to have some insight while watching that movie. But that guy was a hell of a bastard, man. He loved to. Well, he didn't love to kill. He didn't feel anything when it came to killing people. But he's a sick motherfucker. The movie itself was great. Michael Shannon was great. The supporting cast was great. I highly recommend The Iceman. If you like gangster pictures, if you like pictures of hitmen, movies about hitmen, definitely check out The Iceman. Very good movie. Alright, so I went to go see The World's End. That's the one with Simon Pegg and Nick Frost, directed by Edgar Wright. And that was terrific. That was a hell of a lot of fun. That was just very clever, very British, a lot of great British humor, a lot of subtleties in there, and I highly enjoyed it. I think it's I think I liked it, more than This Is the End, and I love This Is the End, but The World's End was just a great entertaining comedy. The same day, actually, I went to go see The Grand Master. This is about Ip Man. This is another interpretation of Ip Man. You know, famous Chinese martial artist who eventually taught Bruce Lee, the mentor of Bruce Lee. The movie is freaking great. I think I loved it more than anyone else in this world because I loved the philosophy in it. I loved that it really just showcases martial arts in a very detailed fashion. And I like the fight sequences, I like the story. Sometimes it's a bit muddled, but I think it was an excellent movie. Then I went to go see Riddick, and I enjoyed Riddick a lot. I know a lot of people have problems with it. I know that it wasn't, the smartest movie to do, but I love Vin Diesel as that character. I like the supporting cast. I was really into it. I did do a review for it, but don't worry about the review. I don't think it's that great. I enjoyed the shit out of it. I really did. I like Riddick a lot. I know it's a lot like Pitch Black. It's almost a carbon copy of it, but you know what? I liked it. For some reason, I watched 21 and Over. That's a comedy that came out earlier this year. Very much like Project X. But you know what? I liked Project X. I'm one of the few people in this world that actually liked Project X. But this movie just did not work. It was not a very good movie. It took me it took me like 2 weeks to watch it because I watched half of it, and then the copy I was watching it died. It went out of sync, and I found it again online. And I was like, let me just finish it. And I probably should have just left it alone. It's not that great. It's just not that great. I saw The Family with Robert De Niro, and that was an okay movie. It has to do with him and his mob family going into the witness protection, and it's an okay movie. Entertaining, great performances. Just a lot of problems with it. A lot of problems with the writing and a lot of missed opportunities. But, still it's worth a rental when it comes out. I saw The Bling Ring. It was okay. Bling Ring was okay. I got annoyed watching those characters. I couldn't wait for them to get arrested and get prosecuted. I mean, that's the build up that you get, You have to watch them partying and breaking into celebrities' homes, acting like a bunch of assholes, and then eventually they get, arrested and all that. And it's a true story, but it's not a very interesting story, let's be honest. Going back to the movies I own, I saw Star Trek. Yay! I felt like watching it. The sequel was coming out on Blu-ray, and I felt like watching it. My dad's seen it, but he didn't remember it. My dad's old, so we watched it, and hold on. One side is in Boston, the other one isn't. Anyway, it's a freaking great, phenomenal movie. So it's great, it's phenomenal, it's beautiful to look at, action packed. I love it. Let's move on. I saw Stoker, which is an indie movie that came out this year. What the hell is it about? Nicole Kidman, she plays the mother. The daughter is the chick that came on Alice in Wonderland. I know she's done by the movies. I just can't help but think of that one. She was good in the movie, by the way. Her dad dies, and her creepy uncle comes into their lives, and can't really say a whole lot. All I can say is that it was an interesting, creepy film. I'm gonna do like a one-time watcher, but it was well made, and Stoker, look it up if you want to see it. I recommend it. where am I? Warm Bodies. I finally saw Warm Bodies, and you know what? God damn it, I hate to admit it, but I did enjoy it. But there's a lot of things I didn't like about it. I know it's a different interpretation of zombies. I know it's meant to be a comedy. It's just a lot. I like my zombies to be brain dead. I gotta admit. To me, when you're a zombie, you're the Walking Dead. You can't think. All you want is flesh and brains. But fine, this was a different type of movie. I thought it was funny and interesting. So I'm kind of like in the middle of that film. I like it and I don't. Yeah. Prisoners, saw Prisoners, did a collab review with Movie Man Chad on Reader Film. I'm getting tired of talking. Shit. I gotta get this done. Great film, great hard-hitting drama, very depressing. I recommend it. It's not perfect. It's got a lot of issues with the story, a lot of plot holes, but I do like it. Jake Gyllenhaal and Hugh Jackman are terrific. I don't think they should get it. I don't think the movie is worthy of any Oscars, but oh, my battery's gonna die. But it's a good film. And then here we go. Star Trek Into Darkness, still one of my favorite movies of this year. It is so exciting and so action-packed and oh god, I love it. And just so you know, yeah, I went with the standard release. I was sick of all these, exclusive editions that came out, so I just went with the standard. It's good enough for me. I'm just gonna watch the movie and enjoy it. Benedict Cumberbatch, man, he's so great in that role. The cast is terrific. Fuck, man, it's just the most entertaining movie of the year. Hands down. Then I went to go see Metallica Through the Never. I actually got a pre-screening of it. We saw it in IMAX 3D. The 3D was shit, but the movie, so awesome. Oh my god, if you're a Metallica fan, there should be no complaints coming out of your mouth. So good. I did a review for that one, so if you want to check that out, go right ahead. Shame on me. I skipped one. I skipped one of the best ones. After Prisoners, I saw Captain Phillips. I saw it 3 weeks early. I actually did a review for that too. I did a review on Read the Film with Movie Man Chad and Codster Reviews. I love Codster Reviews. He's so funny. Captain Phillips was so damn good. So suspenseful. So... It's hard to say emotional, but it is emotional. Definitely gotta recommend Captain Phillips. Alright, so yeah, Metallica was great. I saw a movie called I Declare War, which is an indie film about kids imagining, they're playing war games, they're playing capture the flags, but they're imagining that the guns they have are real and they're killing each other. And it's a very bizarre movie. A lot of people have compared it to The Sandlot. I don't want to compare it to The Sandlot, but it is an interesting movie. There's a good spirit to it, and I don't know. I didn't think it was an amazing movie. It says I give it a 3.5. I don't know. Maybe I'll give it a 3. Anyway, look it up. It's a cool movie, funny. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 3. I'm gonna give it a 3. I'm never gonna watch it again. 2 more. The Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus, of course best known as Heath Ledger's final film. I had never seen it, and I wanted to see it, and I saw it, and I liked it. I liked it very much. I'm not gonna say I fully understand it. It's not really that hard to understand, though. But I really liked it. I love the visuals. I love the performances. I like the ideas of it. Not the greatest film, but yeah, definitely a good film. Heath Ledger, he did a great job in that movie, as did everyone else. Andrew Garfield is in that movie. Christopher Plummer is terrific, and Terry what's it? I was gonna say Gilliam. Whatever. Great film. Good film. Not great. Good film. Last movie I saw is Class of Newcomb High. That I saw because on Reader Film we're doing a horror. It's horror month. So we're doing a variety of horror films, B movies, classic horror movies, just horror. And I chose this one. I wanted to pick a really cheesy B movie. I wanted to see something that I have been wanting to see since my childhood, but I haven't seen it until now. Odd ass movie. But I did a review for Real Film. It should be up soon. But either way, that's what I chose, and that's why I watched it. Very odd, bizarre film. Okay, so that is it. My throat hurts from all this talking. Your ears probably hurt from all this talking. I am gonna go now. I'm gonna upload this, whatever. This video made me tired. I'm not gonna lie, I'm tired from this video. But anyway, peace out. Y'all have a good one. I will try not to, I'll try to do the month of October as soon as October ends. No promises though. So, peace. Cha cha cha.